So today, once again, we go back to questions that I have been asked by my family about my own vocation. And usually, after they've asked how seminary is going, they've asked whether or not I've learned to do an exorcism yet, the third question usually is, Jimmy, at your age, why a priest? There are so many other things you could be doing instead of being a priest. But I don't think this question is limited to my vocation discernment. I think this question extends to everybody because all of us are called to be disciples of Christ. And nowadays, this is a term that in my generation we've called FOMO. Not sure if you've heard of it. It's an acronym for fear of missing out. And in today's gospel, we have an example of that. Jesus has today called his 12 disciples. He's prayed about it the night before. And the confusing part about this is that he's God. He should already know that one of them, Judas, is going to betray him. And that's confusing, yet he still invites him to serve him. Now, we have two examples in this gospel of two ways of living out our faith. Jesus is the example of a trust-based spirituality. He prays to his Father before he makes the decision of calling his disciples. And he trusts, even if there is one who betrays him, even if there's something bad that happens, his Father will take care of it because he's watching over him. And then we have the other side, this fear-based spirituality. And this is Judas. And we learn from the Gospel of John that he is the one that manages the money. And even though he's called by Jesus and he sees all these miracles, he still steals from the donations that he would receive for the disciples. And who knows what he was doing on the side with that money that he was taking from everybody else. In today's Mass, as we receive the Eucharist, let us meditate. What part of us are we still holding back from our Lord? What calls us to be here today, and what have we chosen to leave out? How are we learning to live out a trust-based spirituality versus a fear-based spirituality? And I think that today's answer to that initial question, why are we here today? Well, God is here, and each day we choose to come back here again today for Mass. Each day we choose to come back because God is here.